Hey guys, it's Doona here. Thanks for tuning in. Today's class is going to be about 45 minutes to an hour long class, working our entire body, moving with the breath, flowing, and just getting our workout in. As you all know, the gym studios have been closed, and most of you guys have probably been stuck at home. So make sure you keep moving your body, make sure you're staying hydrated, staying healthy, and be safe and positive out there. Let's go ahead and have some fun on our mats. Remember to grab your 2 blocks and your strap, and we'll get started in a comfortable seated position, just like this, a cross-legged Sukhasana. Okay, so always feel free to grab your blocks to sit on. Now stack your left shin bone on top of right shin bone. Then wiggle out your sit bones and make sure they're both grounded. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips and right away hug your navel in. Notice if there's any overarching or over rounding in your lower, mid, and upper back. So you want to find a nice straight line of energy from your sit bone all the way up towards the crown of your head, fixing your posture. Then relaxing your shoulders and your arms, place your hands on top of your thighs. Then close your eyes if you haven't already. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a big sigh out, let it go. So as I mentioned earlier, today we're going to flow breath to movement, constantly moving our bodies at any time throughout your practice. If you need to take a break, maybe child's pose, water break, towel break, know that it's always here for you. So always take it with your own pace. Listen to what your body needs here and now. We'll go ahead and take one more breath. Inhale, fill up. And smooth exhale, let it go. Good. On your next inhale, gently blink your eyes open. And then as you inhale, reach your arms over your head. Interlace all 10 fingertips and stretch your fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Then take a mini back bend, arching your mid and upper back for that nice thoracic extension. Chin away from your chest. Lift up through your lower back. Lift up through your belly button. And as you exhale, you're going to round your back. Push your hands away from your face. Hollow out your chest. Gaze down at your belly button. So this time you're rounding your back. Breath to movement. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, over your head. Gaze up, arch back. Exhale, round and dome. Push your hands in front of you, away from your body. Straighten your arms. Last one. Inhale, both sit bones are rooted. Gaze up, option to keep your eyes closed. And exhale, round. So if you're working from home all day long, sitting at a desk, it's really good to work both flexion and extension through your spine, helping you to rebuild your posture. Once you're done, go ahead and release your hands, roll out the shoulders, and then let's reach your arms up over your head once again. This time, interlace the opposite grip, the uncomfortable grip. Flip your palms to face up, biceps frames your ears. Now this time, lengthen your tailbone down, hug the belly in to fix your posture, finding length through your spine. So no arching here. Then as you exhale, lean over to the right, taking a nice side body stretch. Chin away from your chest, peel your left shoulder slightly back. Keep opening up through your heart, straighten your arms. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lean over to your left without your right sit bone lifting up. Keep pressing your palms up and away from your head. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release your arms. Go ahead and roll it out here. Awesome. Plant your palms in front of you. Let's meet in tabletop position. So let's go ahead and take some wrist stretches. We're going to be on our hands quite a lot with chaturangas and downward facing dogs. So it's always good to stretch out the forearms, the wrists, the fingertips. So either one or two hands at a time, flip your right hand back, or again, both hands at a time, so that all 10 fingertips are pointing back towards your knees. From there, going to round your back and just sway your body forward and back. So just getting into the wrists as well as the forearms here. I like to create some circles. If you're doing your right hand only, go ahead and switch sides to your left hand. Then come back to center, flip your palm to face towards each other. So fingertips points towards each other. Again, one or two hands at a time, doesn't matter. Round your upper back so you don't dump into your wrist. Then I want you to try to make a fist. So close your fingers, make a fist with your hands. Bend your elbows out, and as you inhale, straighten, keeping the fist. Okay, and you're just going to go back and forth, back and forth. This time, feeling the stretch in the front of the hands, wrist. Especially if you're typing all day long. Maybe you're on your phone all day long. This is a good time to stretch it out. All right, good. From here, you're going to go ahead and sit on your heels. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. If you're not used to stretching your hands, this might feel a lot. All right, let's come back to tabletop position. Bring your knees about hip width distance apart. As you inhale, stretch your right arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand. And as you exhale, extend your left leg back. But notice if you're arching your lower back, I want you to suck the belly in so that your lower back is pretty flat and core is engaged. Flex your left foot down, keep your hips squared. As you exhale, knee to elbow. Round your upper back, tuck your chin towards your chest. 2 more times. Inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Engage your core. Inhale, lengthen, reach forward, extend through your back heel. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good. From here, reach your right arm forward, left leg back again. Find that nice length. Then as you exhale, I want you to reach your right hand over to the right. Then extend your left leg out towards the left. Okay, so your left glute is going to fire up a lot if it's not already. Holding here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1, bring your left leg back. Then bend your left knee and grab your left foot with your right hand. Opening up through the front side of your body. Open your right shoulder. Open your left hip. Find that nice stretch into your abdominals. Gaze up and open up the front of your throat. 1 more breath. Inhale. Kick your left foot into your right hand. And then exhale, slowly release your foot. Tabletop position. Let's take 1 round of cat and cow to reset. As you inhale, arch your mid and upper back. Gaze up. And as you exhale, round and down. Awesome. Tabletop position. Switching sides. Inhale, stretch your left arm forward. Left thumb points up. I want you to bring awareness into your belly first. Keep it engaged. Then, slowly leading with your right inner thigh, kick your right leg back. Keep your right foot flexed. Your right leg is active. Roll your right inner thigh slightly up. Exhale, knee to elbow. 2 more times on your own. Slower the better, more control, better balance. No need to rush. Focusing on breath to movement. On your last one, find stillness. Reach your left arm over to the left. Try not to shift your weight into that left hip. Just extend your right leg over to the right. So your entire body is still centered, holding for 3. I know this is hard. You could do it for 2. And 1, extend your right leg back. Bend your knee and grab your right foot. Good. Take your time to gaze up.
Kick your right foot into your hand to open up through the front side of your body. Right shoulder away from your right ear. Last inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Awesome job. All right, friends, your choice, either child's pose or we're going to meet in downward facing dog. So wherever you're at, we're going to hold here for about 8 breaths. So you have enough time to come back to the breath in your child's pose. If you're in your down dog, make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Fingers spread out wide, biceps frames your ears. Lengthen your spine by pushing your chest back, but draw your front ribs in. Feet stays hip width, roll your inner thighs back. Option to bend your knees as much as you need. 3 more breaths. If you're not already in your down dog, I suggest meeting there now. Always remember, you could always shake out your legs if this is your first down dog. Check in back with your breath. Last inhale. Last exhale. Good. Gaze forward, walk your feet forward. Either feet hip width or feet together. Make sure the knife edges of your feet are parallel, so heels sliver apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands either stays on your mat, as long as your back is flat. If it's rounding, then lift your chest and place your hands on top of your shin bones. Now, if your back is still a little rounding here, then place your hands on top of your thighs as you lift your chest a little higher. So your body, your practice. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward folds. Bend your knees so much that your chest, your lower abdominals connects to your top, to the top of the thighs. So lengthening through your lower back. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length, but keep the belly in. Push your shoulders down towards your hips and away from your ears, elongating through the back of your neck. Exhale, forward folds. Breathe into your hamstrings. 1 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Root all the way up to standing position. Once you're all the way up, bring your hands to your heart. Tuck your tailbone, activate your core. Firm up through your quads. Lift up through your side hips, into your side waist. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Micro bend your knees. Then release your hands all the way down as you relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back, low lunge position. Right knee stacks over your right ankle, feet stays hip width. Drop your left knee, uncurl your left toes. Inhale, crescent moon. Lift your torso, reach your arms over your head. Stack your shoulders directly over your hips. Lift your frontal hip bone up. Then sink deeper into your right knee without dumping into your right hip crease. So you're keeping your legs active. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Exhale, back bend. Keep your arms extended up. Just arch back. Reach your arms back. Gaze up. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Hold here for your first chaturanga. Spread your fingers out wide. Notice if you're locking your elbows. If you hyperextend, put micro bends. Broaden through your collarbones and keep lifting your chest away from your thumbs. Option to hold here, otherwise inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down mid-plank, elbows glued to your side. Option for your cobra pose, you can lower all the way down onto your belly. Otherwise, take your upward facing dog. For upward facing dog, straighten your arms. Lift your chest. Lift your thighs. Firm up through your quads. Let's all meet in downward facing dog. If you're still working on your chaturanga, there's a video on my 30-day yoga challenge. If you go back to my videos, go ahead and check that out. I break down the different layers and options of chaturanga. We'll be doing quite a few today, so feel free to drop to your knees or skip it all together. Inhale, left leg high. Lead with your inner thigh. Keep your hips squared. Exhale, step your left foot between your thumbs. Low lunge. Drop your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Torso over hips. Press firmly into your left foot, lifting your side waist. Biceps frames your ears. Roll your pinky slightly in. Inhale. And exhale, arch back, back bend. But keep lifting up through your side waist. Exhale. Plant your hands first, then step your right foot forward for your forward folds. Feet together or hip width. Relax your head. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise all the way up. Lengthen your tailbone down. Exhale, hands to heart. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, mountain pose. Draw your front ribs in. Keep your core engaged. Exhale, forward folds. Either hands to heart or swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, step your right foot back, low lunge. Way back, left knee over left ankle. Drop your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Listen for the change. Take a nice side body stretch over to the left. So grab your right wrist with your left hand and lean your chest to the left. But keep your frontal hip bones squared. Keep your hips squared. Hug your inner thighs in. Activate through your outer glutes. Inhale, crescent moon. Come back to center. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Step your left foot back. Again, option to drop to your knees or hold in your chaturanga. Otherwise, take your mid plank. Inhale, your choice of back bend. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Lead with your inner thigh. Exhale, low lunge. Try to use your core to step your right foot all the way forward. Drop your left knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Take your time. Keep hugging your inner thighs in. Grab your left wrist with right hand. Exhale, lateral stretch. Breathe into your left side body, all the way down into your IT band. Keep hugging your outer glutes in. Find your hips stable. Inhale, crescent moon. Come back to center. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your left foot forward. Forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold once again. Bend your knees first. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down, lift your torso, frame your biceps next to your ears. Now gaze down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. And maybe lift your toes, so lean back into your heels. Scoot your tailbone down. Hug your navel in and up. Draw your front ribs in. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. See if you can plant your hands down first. Then straighten out your legs. Drop your head down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Either step or jump back. If you're jumping back, make sure to land in your mid-plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take about 3 breaths here. See if you can slow it down. Coming back to your Ujjayi breath when you can. Otherwise, open mouth exhales to release some heat. Inhale, right leg high. Lead with your inner thigh. Keep your hips squared. Then keeping your right leg straight, just open your right hip. Lift your right leg a little higher by pushing your chest back towards your left thigh. Now bend your right knee. Come high onto your left tippy toes. Roll onto the knife edge of your left foot. And slowly start to take your reverse, or flip your dog rather. Drop your right toes behind you. Lift your right arm up and over your head. So this is more of a side body stretch. Keep reaching your right hand over your head. All right, so listen carefully. You're going to gaze down, come back, or rather, coming into your side plank with your right knee into your chest. See if you can step your right foot next to your left hand without using your right hand, okay? Otherwise, drop your right hand and we'll all meet in a low lunge. So right foot between your hands eventually. We'll take a couple breaths here. So you'll know where we're going on the other side. It'll be a little bit easier. A little bit of challenge here today, which makes yoga fun. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Good. All right, setting up for warrior 1. Shorten your stance slightly. Drop your back heel, point your left toes out. Keeping your right knee over right ankle, inhale, warrior 1. Lift your torso over hips. Square your shoulders, roll your right ribs back. Hug your front ribs in towards your back ribs. Then sink a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Draw your chest over your front thighs. Swing your arms back. Imagine you're holding an imaginary block, so squeeze your hands towards each other. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Just one more here. Keep your front thigh parallel to the floor as best as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. We'll take your vinyasa or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Hug your outer hips in. Left leg stays straight and strong. Keep your left leg straight. Just open your left hip over to the left. But keep even weight into your hands. See if you can lift your left leg a little higher, getting more into the inner thighs. Push your chest back. Then bend your left knee. Hold on your inhale. Exhale, flip your dog. Go slow. So right hand stays grounded. Start to release your left hand. Plant your left toes behind you. Open your chest. Keep peeling your left shoulder back. Can you lift your hips a little higher? All right, friends, so this is where it gets funky. Come on to the knife edge of your right foot for side plank modification. Slowly bring your left knee into your chest without dropping your left hand. See if you could drop your left foot first, then drop your left hand. Lunge position. So you'll actually have time to play around with that transition a couple more times when we're moving breath to movement. So don't get too excited. It'll be fun, I promise. All right, setting up for warrior one. So for your warrior one, either bring your left heel in line with your back heel or hip width distance apart. Slowly rise and take any adjustments as needed. Sometimes I have to kind of wiggle my feet around. Keep your right hip open. Straighten your right leg. Relax your shoulders. Left knee stacks over left ankle. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Keep your back leg straight. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, friends, 5 breaths. Either drop to dolphin pose on your forearms. Otherwise, child's pose is always here for you. Let your head relax. Lengthening your spine. If you have forearm stand in your practice or even headstand, feel free to play around. You don't have to wait for me to tell you to go for it. Keeping your feet hip width, peel your heels slightly out. Always feel free to bend your knees as much as you need, anytime. All right, friends. Slowly meeting back in downward facing dog, wherever you're at. Last inhale. Last exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or lightly hop forward. If you're jumping forward, land softly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand all the way up to Samasthiti. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to add a crow pose. Otherwise, take your regular chaturanga dandasana. Hands about shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers out wide. Bend your elbows back and place your knees on top of your triceps. Keep lifting your chest away from your thumbs as you round your back. Maybe hover 1 or 2 feet at a time. There's also a video on how to do crow pose. I want to say it's from last week or maybe even this week. So go ahead and make sure to find that video if you're still working on your crow pose as I break it down. Either step or shoot back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good job, you guys. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, flip your dog. Go slow. Inhale, right knee to chest for your side plank variation. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. You might have to skip this one, and that's okay. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, flip your dog. Land softly. Go slow. Inhale, left knee to chest. Come into your side plank modification. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Five breaths here. Child's pose. Dolphin pose. Feel free to close your eyes in your down dog. Two more breaths. Let's slowly meet back in downward facing dog, friends. All right, listen for the slight changes in our last flow. Hold in your down dog. Wait for your inhale, right leg high. This time, exhale, knee to nose, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, full airplane. So warrior three, any arm variation. Square your hips by lifting your back heel. I like to swing my arms back. Slide your left toes forward until your left leg hovers. Either bring your hands to heart or arms over your head. Try to make a capital T shape with your body. Draw your front ribs in. On your inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Slowly stand up with your left knee in line with your left hip. Flex your left foot. Keep your pelvis neutral. Hips stay squared. Inhale. Then exhale back to warrior three. Try to change different arm variation. Maybe keep your arms over your head this time. Then as you exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back, plant your hands. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good, same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, full airplane, warrior three. Feel free to hop your right foot forward a little bit before you lift your right leg up. Stay balanced on all four corners of your left foot. Try to press into your left big toe here as well. Roll your right outer hip down. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Try to bring your right thigh parallel to the floor. Biceps frames your ears. Hug your front ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior three. Switch arm variation. Take your time breathing here. You got this. Inhale. Then exhale, step your right foot way back. Drop your hands. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Awesome job, friends. Let's drop to child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes to touch. Lower all the way down. Taking this moment to notice the quality of your breath. Most likely it's a little shallow and deep right now, just like mine, so I'm taking this moment to slow down the body as well as the breath. Inhale, tabletop. Then exhale, you're going to lower all the way down onto your belly. So I am actually pregnant right now, so I'm just going to hold in my Sphinx Pose. But for those who want to be taking Cobra or Locust Pose, feel free to do so. Okay, so I'm just going to cue our Sphinx Pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel. For me, I'm going to lift my elbows so I don't lie on my stomach. Feels very uncomfortable doing that. Otherwise, if you're in your Sphinx Pose, just keep lifting your chest. Broaden through your collarbones. For those of you, we should be pretty open by now. You should be sweating a little bit. You might like to lift your elbows here too and straighten your arms just like me. And then here, try to lift the belly button up. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Good. Drop your forearms. And then let's come back to tabletop position. And let's take puppy pose for a last back bend here. Keep your hips over knees. Walk your hands forward. Drop your chest down. Either drop your forehead or drop your chin down. Opening up the shoulders, the upper back. Good. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and lie down. We'll be on our backs for the remainder of class, so let's go ahead and grab your 2 blocks. If you don't have it, that's okay. This is going to be just an option for your Shavasana later. Okay, so once you're on your back, stack your right ankle on top of the left thigh for your figure 4. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, otherwise just keep your left foot down. Again, you should feel pretty open by now. If you're super open, your hips, I like to interlace my fingers on top of my shin bone. Flex your right foot. Press your right knee away from your chest. Let the shoulders relax. So friends, you have 2 options here. Option 1, hold in your figure 4, okay? Otherwise, right knee over left knee for cow face legs. If you can, try to grab opposite feet. If you can't, ankles or grabbing opposite shin bones or just hugging behind the knees is totally fine. So whether you're in your figure 4 or cow face, you're still getting the stretch in your outer glute and hips. So don't worry which one you're in. Just giving different layers here. No judgment. There's no right or wrong. Now if you're in your cow face spine, keep your feet in line with your knees. Then pull your legs apart. If you're in your figure 4, cross your right knee on top of left knee. Let's take eagle leg, single or double wrap. Drop your feet down. Scoot your hips to the right. Then lift your knees up first and then drop your legs to the left for your eagle leg supine twist. Try to keep both shoulders grounded. Then come back to center. Neutralize your spine. Figure 4 on the other side. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Everyone's holding here. Keep opening up your chest. Relax your neck. Really nice job today. We did a lot. So if you're staying in your figure 4, just stay here. Otherwise, cow face binders, come join me now. Make sure wherever you're at, keep your lower back grounded. You could also rock side to side in your cow face bind. Stack your left knee over right knee. Eagle leg, single or double wrap. Drop your feet. Scoot your hips to the left. Hug your knees up first, and then drop your legs to the right. It's okay if your left shoulder is slightly lifted, but not too much. Good. Come back to center. Slowly release. Center yourself. Happy baby pose. Stomp your foot up towards the ceiling. And grab for the outside of your feet. Feel free to rock side to side. Now, if you can, straighten either one leg or two legs at a time. Feel free to do so. Get more into the inner thigh area. Otherwise, holding in your happy baby is totally fine. Get into your hips. Keep your lower back grounded. Keep opening up through your chest. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Hug your feet in towards your belly button. If you can, with your elbows, press your knees out. All right, friends. So you're more than welcome to already take your Shavasana. We're going to do 2 more here, finishing off our practice with an inversion. Okay, so either Shavasana, as I said, or option 2, you could bring your legs up the wall, just like this. Otherwise, plant your hands next to your hips. Then on your inhale, you're going to lift your hips up over your shoulders, for shoulders, yeah. And then lift your legs all the way up towards the ceiling as you bring your hands to your lower back. Try to lengthen your tailbone towards the ceiling. Straighten your legs. Squeeze your big toes together. Chin away from your chest. Then bend your knees. Straighten your legs for plow pose. If you can, bring your toes to touch the floor. Otherwise, if it doesn't, that's okay. You could bring your knees into your chest and then roll all the way out. Awesome, friends. So this is where your blocks might come in handy if you want in your Shavasana. You could place a block underneath your shoulder blade and then one underneath your head. I like to do my Shavasanas this way sometimes. You should feel pretty open by now, but taking this time to open a little bit more as you rest your body. Closing your eyes here, letting go of your breath. Relaxing your body. Friends, I encourage you to stay here as long as you need. Otherwise, Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys are staying safe out there again with all this chaos that's going on with the coronavirus. If you guys have any recommendations for the next week or two when you're planning to stay home, let me know, comment below, and then I'll go ahead and try to do those videos for you to keep you staying moving, staying busy at home. All right? Thank you so much. Namaste.